The truth about buying in Denver right now versus waiting 6 months. Hello, it's Sean Closset, your local real estate expert here in Denver, Colorado. One of the most common questions I get from buyers right now is, should I buy now or should I wait? It's a fair question. With interest rates, basically floating around low sixes, inventory levels are changing, and the headlines about the housing market everywhere you look, it's hard to know if now is the right time to buy or if waiting a few months might save you some money. In this video, I'm going to give you the truth about buying in Denver right now versus waiting 6 months. I'll break down what's actually happening in the market, what experts are predicting, and more importantly, what waiting could actually cost you. Whether you're a first-time buyer or looking to move up, this information will help you make the smartest decision for your situation. Let's get started. Number one, interest rates, the waiting game. The biggest reason buyers hesitate is hoping the interest rates will drop significantly in the next 6 months. The reality? Well, rates have come down slightly from their recent peaks. No one can predict exactly where they'll be in the next 6 months. The Federal Reserve's decision depends on inflation data, employment numbers, and the economic conditions that constantly are shifting. The risk: if you wait for the rates to drop and they stay the same, or even maybe they rise, you've lost months of building equity while paying rent to someone else. The opportunity: even if rates do not drop significantly, you can always refinance later when they do drop. Buying now locks you into a home at today's price. Refinancing lets you capture better rates down the road without missing out on the home that you truly want. Trying to time interest rates perfectly is nearly impossible. The better strategy is buy the home when it makes sense for your life, and then refinance when the rates improve. Really that simple. Okay, number two, home prices and Denver's upward trend. Here's what the data shows. Denver's home prices have been rising steadily. Definitely not like what they did during COVID. It's pretty flat, if not a little bit of a rise. Historic trends over the past decade, Denver home prices have appreciated an average of 5 to 8% annually. Even in slower years, prices rarely drop. They just appreciate a little more slowly. 6-month math. If you're looking at a $600,000 home today and prices increase by just 3% over the next 6 months, and that's a conservative estimate, let me tell you, the same home could cost $618,000. That's an $18,000 difference. It's huge. The compounding effect here. Waiting doesn't just mean paying more for your home. It means financially a larger amount, which will increase your monthly payment and the total interest that you pay over the life of the loan. Every month you wait, hoping for prices to drop, you're likely watching them climb instead. Number three, inventory levels. Competition is real. Denver's housing inventory remains tight, and that's not expecting to change dramatically over the next 6 months. Low supply. We have more than we've had in the past, but it's still a low supply in the grand scheme of things. There simply aren't enough homes on the market to meet buyer demand. New construction is happening, but it's not keeping pace with the number of people relocating to Denver from places like California, Texas, and New York. Seasonal factors. Spring is traditionally the busiest home buying season. If you wait until then, you'll be competing with more buyers and the same limited inventory, which drives up prices and leads to bidding wars. The advantage of buying now. Fall and winter are typically slower seasons, meaning less competition, more negotiating power, and sellers who are often more motivated to close deals before the holidays. Waiting until the perfect time often means fighting harder for the same home that you could have bought easily during the fall or winter. Okay, number four, the cost of renting while you wait. If you're currently renting, waiting 6 months isn't free. It's costing you real money. Rent payments. Let's say you're paying $2,500 per month for rent. Over 6 months, that's $15,000. And that's going directly to your landlord's pocket with zero equity built in for you. Opportunity costs. If you bought now That same 15,000 could have gone towards your mortgage, building equity, and gaining appreciation on your asset that you actually own. No tax benefits. Rent basically provides no tax deductions. Mortgage interest and property taxes you're not writing off. On the other hand, can provide valuable tax benefits while being a homeowner. All of those deductions come off every year. Every month you delay is another month your housing payment builds wealth for someone else instead of yourself. Number 5, market predictions. What experts are saying. Let's look at what real estate economists and analysts are forecasting for Denver's market over the next 6 months. Stable with a little bit of rising in prices. Most forecasts predict continued price growth in Denver, driven by strong demand, limited inventory, and the city's appeal to remote workers and relocating professionals. Interest rate uncertainty. Predictions vary widely. Some expect modest decreases, others expect rates to hold steady. Very few are predicting dramatic drops. No crash is coming, period. Despite the headlines that might suggest that there's a housing crash is going to happen in Denver, that's not going to happen like it did in 08, 09. People have equity. I mean, home prices have, over the last 10 years, have not only doubled, but in some areas tripled in the last 10 years. That's crazy. So there's no crash coming, period. Denver's market will remain strong and also a great investment for you. Waiting for a crash that's not coming could mean missing out on today's opportunities. That's another point you should take into consideration. Number 6, life doesn't wait. The personal factor here. Beyond the numbers, there's something else to consider, your life and goals. Starting a family. If you're planning to have kids or already have them, finding the right neighborhood and school district matters now, not in 6 months. Building stability. Owning a home provides stability, period. You're not subject to rent increases, landlord decisions, or lease expirations. You control your space and your future. The perfect home. If you find a home that you love in a neighborhood that fits your lifestyle, waiting could mean losing it to another buyer and basically spending months searching for something that checks the same boxes. Real estate is deeply personal. Sometimes the right time to buy isn't about market conditions. It's about right for you and your family. Here's a final thought. So what's the truth about buying in Denver right now versus waiting 6 months? Here's a little recap. Interest rates are unpredictable. You can always refinance later. Home prices are likely to keep rising, costing you more if you wait. Inventory, still tight, and waiting means more competition in the spring. Renting while you wait costs you thousands in lost equity, period. Market predictions suggest continued stability and growth, not a crash. And then your life goals. They matter more than trying to time the market perfectly. So the bottom line is waiting 6 months could cost you more in appreciation, rent, and lost opportunities than any potential benefit from slightly lower rates or prices. If you're financially ready, pre-approved, and serious about buying in Denver, now is a strong time to act. I'd love to help you explore these different options, run the numbers, and find the home that fits your goals and your lifestyle. And of course, your budget as well. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, please be sure to like, subscribe, and reach out to me anytime. I'm Closset, and I'll see you on the next video.